Youths in Borno State under the umbrella body of Borno South Youth Alliance. Bosnia has insisted that the federal government of Nigeria under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu did nothing to secure the release of the 416 women and children held hostage by Boko Haram terrorists for more than 90 days. They were taken into the bush since March 2026. Also, the youth group dismissed and rejected the report of the Nigerian army, who had alleged that its men rescued 360 out of the 416 people held hostage through intelligence-driven efforts, saying they have an audio record of the conversation they had with the Boko Haram terrorists on Friday, June 5, 2026, before the Boko Haram terrorists decided to release the captives willingly, adding, if they paid ransom, they should come out and tell Nigerians, which we have the full details if ransoms was paid or not, as Senator Ali Ndume automatically started thanking President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Is there something Nigerians need to know that is hidden? It may be recalled that we have reported that barely a day after President Donald Trump of the United States of America, the USA announced the killing of Abu Bilal al-Minuki, the second in command of the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria, ISIS, in a joint operation with Nigeria soldiers in Borno State. A new video of the abducted 416 women and children in Boko Haram captivity has been released, in addition to a gory video earlier released by the terrorists wherein they beheaded almost 6 men who the insurgents said tried to escape among the kidnapped victims. This had led to public outcry and demonstrations, but according to Punch newspaper, protesters are reportedly denied the rights to protest in Maiduguri, the Borno state capital, saying, the army reportedly deployed tanks and heavily armed personnel to Filling Polo, the venue of the recent planned protest, forcing the demonstrators to withdraw, quoting Samela Kaigama, leader of the protesters, as saying, the atmosphere created by the military deployment made it impossible for citizens to continue with the demonstration, that the development is deeply disturbing in a constitutional democracy. It may also be recalled that we had reported that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of Nigeria may have kept mute since more than 48 hours. A faction of the Boko Haram terrorists showed off 416 people, mostly women and children, kidnapped and held hostage when the members of the Jama'atu Ali Sunnah Lidawati wal Jihad, JAZ, launched a large-scale combat actions between 4th to the 6th of March 2026 against the men of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, AFN, overran the Africa country military base at Ngosh, killing several soldiers, a figure the Nigeria Authority disputed to be 14 after several reports indicated that more than 40 soldiers were killed during the attack, in addition to more than 100 civilians, including Chief Imam of Ngosh alongside the community elders, killed during the coordinated attacks that lasted days at Ngosh community in Gwoza local government area of Borno State. During the attacks, numbers of people were also taken hostage by the insurgents, with speculations indicating that the hostages are apparently being held at the rugged terrain of the Mandara Mountains, which sit wide across the Nigeria border with Cameroon. In the released video, one of the spokespersons of the Boko Haram group said they decided to release a proof of life video of the 416 women and children in their captivity, following the demands made across to them by the Borno South Youth Alliance, Bosnia, and according to the statement issued by the Bosnia when they made the video public on Friday, April 10, 2026. The youths group called on federal government and governments at all levels to ensure the hostages are released, saying specifically that, we have witnessed cases in states such as Sokoto, Zamfara, Katsina, and Kebbi where abducted victims regained freedom following interventions by individuals such as Sheikh Ahmed Gumi. We therefore expect equal urgency and commitment in addressing the plight of the Ngosh victims. No region or group of citizens should be treated with less priority. Nigerian Army. In a press release issued and made available on Saturday by Lieutenant Colonel Haruna Sani, the acting media information officer of Northeast Operation Haddon Kai Joint Task Force, said, and in quotes, that, in one of the most significant hostage rescue operations conducted in the Northeast Theater in recent times, troops of the Joint Task Force, Northeast Operation Haddon Kai, OPHK, comprising special forces and troops of Sector 1, have successfully rescued 360 abductees from a heavily fortified Jamaatul Ali's Sunnah Lidawati Wal Jihad Jazz enclave deep within the Mandara Mountains area of southern Borno state. The operation, which was the culmination of weeks of painstaking intelligence preparation, covert reconnaissance, and operational planning, resulted in the safe recovery of men, women, and children who had been held in captivity under harsh conditions after being abducted from several communities, particularly within the Ngosh axis. The successful rescue underscores the growing operational reach, intelligence dominance, and tactical superiority of OPHK in denying terrorists freedom of action and protecting vulnerable populations across the theater. The operation was initiated following the receipt of credible and corroborated intelligence from multiple sources indicating the precise location of the hostages and the existence of an elaborate insurgent support network sustaining the enclave. OPHK intelligence elements subsequently launched an extensive target development process involving the integration of human intelligence, HUMINT, signals intelligence, SIGINT, and persistent intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance (ISR) operations conducted through unmanned aerial systems and long-range reconnaissance patrols. Through sustained intelligence collection and analysis, commanders developed a comprehensive understanding of the terrain, insurgent disposition, defensive arrangements, movement patterns, and the condition of the abductees. This intelligence-driven approach enabled the force to accurately map the objective area, identify vulnerabilities within the terrorist network, and significantly reduce risks to the hostages during the rescue mission. A decisive breakthrough was achieved through the successful penetration of the terrorist network by carefully cultivated intelligence assets operating under the supervision of OPHK military intelligence personnel. These assets provided timely and actionable intelligence regarding the exact locations of the abductees, the disposition of insurgent commanders, internal security measures, and planned relocation routes. Simultaneously, carefully coordinated information and psychological operations created uncertainty and mistrust within the insurgent ranks, degrading their cohesion and disrupting command and control arrangements. The resulting intelligence advantage provided OPHK with unprecedented situational awareness and enabled commanders to shape the operational environment well before the commencement of the assault phase. Acting on confirmed intelligence, OPHK Special Forces and troops of Sector 1 launched a meticulously coordinated multi-axis operation designed to isolate the objective area, dominate key terrain, and prevent insurgent reinforcement or withdrawal. Supported by real-time ISR feeds, assault forces infiltrated the objective area under the cover of darkness, while blocking forces established positions along likely escape routes. The operation achieved complete tactical surprise, overwhelming the terrorists before an organized response could be mounted. Faced with the speed, precision, and overwhelming combat power of the advancing troops, several insurgents abandoned their positions and fled into surrounding mountainous terrain, while others surrendered. The hostages were swiftly secured, medically screened, and evacuated from the objective area. Regrettably, 2 infants succumbed to exhaustion occasioned by the extremely challenging mountainous terrain and the hardships endured during the prolonged captivity. The remaining rescued abductees were successfully evacuated to safe locations for medical care and humanitarian support, marking a major operational success and a significant setback for the terrorist group. The military high command has commended the courage, professionalism, and exceptional discipline displayed by all personnel involved in the operation. The military high command noted that the successful rescue of 360 abductees reflects the effectiveness of intelligence-led operations, the growing synergy among security stakeholders, and the unwavering resolve of the armed forces of Nigeria to protect innocent citizens and restore lasting peace to affected communities. The military high command further reassured the public that aggressive follow-on exploitation and clearance operations are ongoing to neutralize residual terrorist elements, dismantle remaining support networks, and prevent future abductions. The Nigeria military statement ends in quotes. Immediately, the Borno South Youth Alliance, BOSYA responded and said, Borno South Youth Alliance, Bosnia, through its president brought the issue of the 416 women and children kidnapped by Boko Haram sometimes around March 2026 to light, put in every necessary bravery-related efforts and got his requests granted, which one was to make a video, proof of life. At first they were not willing to negotiate or discuss, but after extensive discussions and acknowledgement of our efforts towards the grassroots, the Imam, top command, agreed, and we had talks for weeks. Bosnia will be releasing or has released voice notes of our final discussions, which was done Friday 5th of June 2026, and Nigerians will clearly hear them admit the reasons they released them and how Borno South Youth Alliance, Bosnia, President Sumaila Ibrahim Kaigama's efforts made them agree to release the kidnapped victims, contrary to what some media outlets are carrying about a rescue or government boys and followers are claiming glory for our efforts. If they paid ransom, they should come out and tell Nigerians, which we have the full details if ransom was paid or not, as Senator Ali Ndume automatically started thanking President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Is there something Nigerians need to know that is hidden? Only Bosnia president knows the hidden facts, and hopefully he is ready to talk about some secrets that might shake Nigeria and possibly the world. In another press release, the group said that Borno South Youth Alliance, Bosnia, is happy to announce to the general public that our cries, advocacy, and efforts regarding the Ngosh 416 women and children have begun to yield positive results. Yesterday, through the efforts of our president, Sumaila Ibrahim Kaigama, communications were held, and we were informed that most, if not all, of the victims would be released. As you read this message, that process has already begun. Before any politician or political personal assistants claim glory for this development, we will back our efforts with voice notes 24 hours plus before their release. Watch them claim glory for zero efforts. We are happy and grateful that, through our efforts, our persistent cries, and long discussions, the results are now being seen. The Bosnia president has been a solid force behind these humanitarian mediations, negotiations, and discussions, and this is what leadership is about, standing for the people, speaking for the voiceless, and working tirelessly to save lives. To the Ngosh women and children who were released tonight, welcome home. Your return brings hope, joy, and relief to southern Borno. We also call on the federal government, Borno state government, and the relevant local government authorities to properly screen.
Bringing you the news in a more digital way.
Lebanon is a sovereign country that has been a founding member of the United Nations since 1945, but, on several occasions, Israel has made an attempt to be in control of some areas of the sovereign nation. Lebanon, which is a small country of approximately 10,500 square kilometers, out of which, about 3,000 square kilometers are perhaps currently under the control and capture of Israeli armed forces since the State of Israel began the War of Redemption in 2025, a military operation targeting Hezbollah fighters in Lebanon, which the Israeli Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, in a nationwide video broadcast on Sunday, said, over 8,000 Hezbollah fighters have been killed, ordered Israeli troops to expand more into Lebanon, and commended men and women of the Israel Defense Forces of retaking or recapturing Beaufort, a 900-year-old castle city in Lebanon that perched on a high ridge overlooking the Litani River Valley with a good tactical and strategic military viewpoint over southern Lebanon, the western Bekaa Valley and northern Israel. The highly valued military fortress was previously occupied by Israel between 1982 and year 2000, and its reoccupation by Israel on Saturday night has triggered emergency United Nations Security Council meeting. According to the French Foreign Minister, Jean-Noël Barrot, France has called for emergency UN Security Council meeting over Israel expansion into more Lebanon's territory, stating to BFM TV News Network on Sunday that while France recognizes Israel's right to self-defense, nothing can justify the continuation of Israeli military operations in Lebanon and its ever deeper occupation of Lebanese territory, and Israel Defense Forces, IDF, in a statement on Sunday via its social media handles, said, "These are photos from the precise IDF operation in the Beaufort Ridge and Wadi Saluki area in southern Lebanon. IDF troops located weapons in the village of Zortar al-Shakir, further proof of Hezbollah's presence inside civilian areas in southern Lebanon." Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in the nationwide broadcast said, and in quotes, that, "Last night, our heroic fighters captured the Beaufort Castle. They proudly raised the flag of the State of Israel and the flag of the Golani Brigade there. I remind you that 44 years ago, this place was a symbol of a heroic battle by our fighters, but it was also a symbol of deep division among us. Today, we return to Beaufort differently. We returned united, determined, and stronger than ever. I spoke with the fighters on the northern border on Friday. They told me, tell the people of Israel what we are doing here. Prime Minister, the public doesn't know what achievements we have made. Well, since the beginning of the War of Redemption we have eliminated 8,000 Hezbollah terrorists. Since Operation Roaring Lion 3,000. In the past month alone 700. This is more than everyone we eliminated during the Second Lebanon War. I have instructed the IDF to expand the incursion in Lebanon. Our forces have crossed the Litani River. They took dominant terrain. They captured the Beaufort Ridge. And now my instruction is to deepen and expand our hold on places that were under Hezbollah's control. The capture of Beaufort is a dramatic stage and a dramatic change in the policy we are leading. We have broken the barrier of fear. We are taking the initiative. We are operating on all fronts. In Syria, in Gaza, in Lebanon. We have established security zones beyond our borders to protect our communities. On Friday, I spoke with the brigade commanders. Their daring brigade commanders, inside the territory, leading the heroic soldiers. And they told me, Prime Minister, we are carrying out the mission. We are charging forward, and Hezbollah is fleeing for its life. And I told them, I am with you. The entire nation of Israel is with you. It will take more time, but we will restore security to the residents of the north, just as we did for the residents of the south. It will take time, but we will complete the mission. Israel Defense Forces in a separate post on Sunday stated that the IDF launched an operation, beginning a few days ago, in the Beaufort Ridge and Wadi al-Saluki area in southern Lebanon in order to dismantle terrorist infrastructure, eliminate terrorists and remove direct threats to Israeli civilians. The operation is focused on establishing operational control of the Beaufort Ridge and the Wadi al-Saluki area, as well as degrading Hezbollah and dismantling terrorist infrastructure that was established on the ridge under Iranian direction. From Beaufort Ridge, Hezbollah terrorists managed military and combat activities and carried out numerous attacks. The IDF has crossed the Litani River and expanded its operations against Hezbollah targets north of the river. The operation is currently expanding to additional areas. It would be recalled that Lebanon got independence from France on November 22, 1943, and in an interview with BFM TV on Sunday, the French Foreign Affairs Minister, Jean-Noel Barrot, stated that nothing can justify the prolongation of Israel's military operations in Lebanon and its increasingly deep occupation of Lebanese territory. This is a major mistake for Israel, he added. Barrett's statements come as the IDF confirmed it had taken control of Beaufort Castle in Lebanon, a position it had not held since withdrawing in May 2000. Beaufort was originally a French Crusader period castle in the region. In the same interview, Barrett also called for Iran and the US to reach a peace deal, describing the current situation as untenable. We feel the consequences of the blockade of the Strait of Hormuz on a daily basis, at the pump, and more generally with its impact on the global economy and on the French economy. So this has to stop, he stated. He also said that the planning work is advanced, regarding the mission to guarantee freedom of movement through the Strait of Hormuz.
Bringing you the news in a more digital way.
Information from the Office of the Special Advisor to the Nigerian President, Bayo Onanuga, has shown apparent strong indications that the federal government under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu may use the act of trumped-up allegation to harass, intimidate, arrest and detain one of the president anti-2027 re-election activists who is also the president and founder of the Ratel movements, Martins Vincent Otts aka VeryDarkMan, following a widely circulated acclaimed leaked telephone voice record of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu wherein the president was portrayed to have made statements capable of causing anarchy in the country, instigating and inciting the people against the president in a manner that can collapse the government and cause uncontrollable deaths. This, the presidential spokesperson, Bayo Onanuga, seems to have wrongly or deliberately attributed the dissemination of the acclaimed leaked telephone voice record to VeryDarkMan in a tweet the presidential spokesperson issued via X social media platform at about 11 a.m. on Wednesday morning, which, the presidential spokesperson said, this VDM needs to face the weight of the law for being the conveyor and disseminator of a fake audio of President Tinubu. This is a clear case of an egregious abuse of the social media platform. A careful study of some news media reports over the acclaimed leaked telephone audio record shows some of the media attributed the dissemination and the origin of the acclaimed leaked telephone record to VeryDarkMan, but none of the media companies was able to satisfy the basic principles or standards of news writing and publishing, which requires the media companies to provide or state when and where VeryDarkMan disseminated such information, an action that shows there may be high-level conspiracy to arrest and keep the anti-government activist in a perpetual detention till after 2027 general elections with possible trumped-up allegations of treasonable count charges or alleged acts to endanger national security. For the purpose of clarity, trumped-up allegation, according to Cambridge Online Dictionary, it is an allegation that is deliberately based on false information so that someone will be accused of doing something wrong and punished. Our investigation indicates that a video published by VeryDarkMan via his Instagram account on Tuesday, May 26, 2026 about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu 2023 pre-election campaign promises, wherein the president had said if he does not give Nigerians stable power or electricity supply in his first 4 years in office, the people should not vote for him for the second time. The video published by VeryDarkMan while in China seems to be the one suspicious mischief makers altered and inserted the acclaimed leaked telephone voice record of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to create apparent false and misleading information capable of causing anarchy in the country with obvious intention to give the government the opportunity to harass, intimidate, arrest and detain the anti-government activist. VeryDarkMan till after the 2027 general elections. Verbatim, in quotes, Sahara reporters reported that the Nigerian presidential aide, Bayo Onanuga, has lashed out at social media influencer, Martins Vincent Otts, popularly known as VDM, over the circulation of what he described as a fake audio recording purportedly linked to President Bola Tinubu, insisting that the matter should attract legal consequences. In a statement issued on Wednesday, May 27, 2026, Onanuga accused VDM of abusing social media platforms through the dissemination of false information capable of misleading the public and damaging the image of the president. This VDM needs to face the weight of the law for being the conveyor and disseminator of a fake audio of President Tinubu. This is a clear case of an egregious abuse of the social media platform, Onanuga stated. The controversy followed a video posted earlier by Martins Vincent Otts, also known as VDM, in which he claimed to have obtained an audio recording allegedly featuring President Tinubu speaking on the country's political situation, insecurity, and the 2027 elections. Introducing the recording in the video, VDM said, "After this audio that I am about to play, I would ask if they cook Nigerians who will support Tinubu in 2027 or you guys are okay." The audio clip played in the video allegedly featured Tinubu making controversial remarks regarding attempts to remove him from office, insecurity in the southeast, and borrowing from the World Bank. In the purported recording, the voice alleged to be that of the president said, "They have been trying to take me out of the position but it's not possible. Mind you, I am winning this election. I do not care whatever is happening. Nigerians deserve it." The voice in the audio further stated, "Because when I was running as a president, They did not want me, now all of a sudden they want me to rescue them from insecurity. Another section of the recording allegedly quoted the president as saying, "I called Peter Obi to step down for me but he refused. I am not begging him again. I will do whatsoever in my mind and I will make sure the insecurity affects the people in Southeast more." The purported audio also contained comments about foreign loans and insecurity, claiming, "Listen, I am going to borrow more and more money from the World Bank. I won't like to stop this insecurity because if I do, how will our party be able to win elections? Think about it, even the loans I am taking is to fund them." However, Onanuga dismissed the audio as fabricated and accused VDM of deliberately spreading falsehood. The presidential aide maintained that the circulation of manipulated or unverified materials on social media poses serious dangers to public trust, national security, and democratic stability. The presidency has not indicated whether legal proceedings would immediately be initiated against the social media influencer. Martins Vincent is yet to also react to Bayo Onanuga's statement as of the time of filing this report. Sahara Reporter's news report ends in quotes.
See this next video I'm about to play. After you people watch it, we can't decide whether on a shrine they don't take cook on our mind. All the people who want support Bola Ahmed Tinubu 2027. We can't know whether they don't cook your mind. So you know go get sense. Or on a day okay.
They've been trying to take me out from the position, but it's not possible. And mind you, I'm winning this election. I don't care whatever is happening. Nigeria deserves it. Because when I was running as a president, they didn't wanted me. Now, all of a sudden, they want me to rescue them from insecurity. As of last week, I called Peter Obi to step down for me, but he refused. Now, I'm not begging him again. I will be whatsoever in my mind, and I will make sure the insecurity affects people in Southeast more. Listen, I am going to borrow more and more and more money from World Bank. Try to understand me. I wouldn't like to stop this insecurity because if I do, how will our party be able to raise funds to win elections? Think about it. Even the loans I'm taking is to fund them. Also, I have planned after I'm done with my position as a president.
You have failed. So talking about jazz, except if they use jazz, and even if they use jazz on Nigerians, time don't reach where say you go tap yourself. You will go wash your body again, make you understand, say, this man does not have anything to offer. Come 2027. Any other option is welcome. But for me, myself and I, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot offer us anything anymore. So it should go. It should go. It should go. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it should go. Peace and love. Don't.
I go talk on my mind. I go talk on my mind, bro. You no get head. You no get head. See that thing where they wear for neck, no they wear for neck again, they do anything. No they wear for, they don't go put jazz for them. Now why people know you wear the gold shrine. You don't go put jazz for your neck.
Alright, so talking about using jazz and going to shrine. You see this next video I'm about to play. After you people watch it, we can't decide whether on a shrine they don't take cook on our mind. All the people who want support Bola Ahmed Tinubu 2027. We can't know whether they don't cook your mind. So you know go get sense. Or on a day okay.
Whichever way, by all means necessary, you must have electricity.
Okay.
And you will not pay for estimated bill anymore. A promise made will be a promise kept. If I can't keep the promise and I come back for second term, don't vote for me. That's the truth.
You heard him? This was when he was doing his campaign. He said the promise made will be a promise kept. That if he does not give Nigerians electricity, after 4 years, they should not vote for him. So it's not like I'm campaigning against him. I am putting his words against him. So there's no way we don't have electricity. As a matter of fact, let me even show you. For the very first time, since the inception Since the creation of Nigeria and the creation of Aso Rock, for the very first time, as you can see, Aso Rock to exit national grid by March 2026. Then look at this one. Aso Rock opting for 10 billion naira solar, questions president's belief in national grid. So as of today, this was in March, April, within May. As of today, they don't abandon Aso Rock where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu dey stay. Now solar that they use now. They don't abandon national grid. So whatever happen, no concern anybody. And to be very, very honest, in Nigeria of today, people don't even care about the light anymore. That's why people are opting out for solar. People, they opt out for solar. Nah, they try that. Now, power station, when I carry come back now, at least where go help people. Now, yeah, they bring come. Do you understand? People don't give up. So you made a promise that if you cannot give electricity to Nigerians, they should not vote you in the coming term. So that is what Nigerians are going to follow. This is not say, oh, VeryDarkMan. No. I get a lot of your clips and everything you promise. You have failed. You have failed. So talking about jazz, except if they use jazz, and even if they use jazz on Nigerians, time don't reach where you say you go tap yourself. You go wash your body again, make you understand, say, this man does not have anything to offer come 2027. Any other option is welcome. But for me, myself and I, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot offer us anything anymore. So it should go. It should go. It should go. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it should go. Peace and love. Don't play.
Osazuwa Radio, bringing you the news in a more digital way. Osazuwa Radio, bringing you the news in a more digital way.